Each area on the map of Hallownest is unique in its own ways, but perhaps none is stranger and more unlike all others than Fog Canyon. Its environment and inhabitants are far different from any others in ways that are largely unexplained. Let's take a look at what we can see of Fog Canyon and try to solve its mysteries. In a standard playthrough of the game, Fog Canyon is typically first reached when descending down past Green Path. This route makes it especially easy to notice that the soundtrack of Fog Canyon is very similar to that of Green Path and is in fact derived from it. The greenery seen growing in Fog Canyon is exactly like that of Green Path, though both areas also have certain flora entirely unique to them. Fog Canyon and Green Path are also two of several areas which feature pools of acidic water. The question arises of whether Fog Canyon was once part of Green Path, and the landscape once having looked exactly like Green Path. We do know for certain that another area of the map, Queen's Gardens, was once part of Green Path and that it was deliberately transformed by a specific individual, the White Lady. If Fog Canyon was similarly transformed in such a way, the one to do so was likely its most notable inhabitant, Monomon the Teacher. Some evidence of her being directly connected to Fog Canyon's current state is the fact that some of the enemies there, Uomas and Umas, are revealed to be thinking her name when dream-nailed. Another creature of Fog Canyon that may or may not have been Monomon's doing is the charged Lumaflies. There is a tank of them in her archives, which could imply that she engineered them or that she was simply studying them. If Monomon is directly responsible for changing Fog Canyon's environment, it's possible that she was inspired to do so by the White Lady's transformation of her gardens to suit her liking. Since Monomon was asked to be a dreamer, one can assume that she had some connections to the royal family of Hallownest and would know about their affairs. The White Lady may have used her power over plants in her case, and Monomon might have had some similar power to change environments. We know that the White Lady is a root, but we really don't know exactly what kind of creature Monomon is. The area directly surrounding the overgrown mound is a noticeable divide between the environments of Fog Canyon and Queen's Gardens, which may have been intentional on Monomon's part, knowing exactly where the gardens began. The environmental factors entirely unique to Fog Canyon are a seemingly electrically charged atmosphere and bulbous growths covering the walls and floors of its tunnels. Some of these egg-shaped bubbles explode when touched, similar to the core of an Uma once it makes contact with a surface, an enemy, or an unlucky knight. Whether the environment of Fog Canyon was formed naturally or deliberately, the explosive bubbles were likely intended to deter intruders. Fog Canyon also notably features a shade gate, which, along with acid that cannot be easily bypassed without swimming through it, acts as a progress barrier to keep the knight from being able to reach Monomon without considerable effort being made. In terms of the lore, it was likely installed to protect the teacher's archives, which are not far from the gate and are notably the resting place of Monomon's physical body once she becomes a dreamer. The archives are located in approximately the center of Fog Canyon, and being Monomon's space before and after she becomes a dreamer, her influence seems to spread outward from there throughout the entire area. We may never know whether Fog Canyon is naturally such an oddity or if intentional engineering was involved, and there is evidence to speculate either way. What do you think of the lore of Fog Canyon? How do you interpret it? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. Consider sharing this video or any other that you like from my channel. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.